Hello friends, till now we have studied about the molecular symmetry. We have studied how in nature there are we observe lots of symmetry. Right now, yesterday we saw some examples like leaves, flowers, spider web. They all have some symmetry. We ourselves we have bilateral symmetry, right? In the same way, molecule also has some symmetry. Yes, we have yesterday saw that water molecule H2O have molecular symmetry. Benzene, naphthalene, they both of them have molecular symmetry, and yes, definitely most of the molecule have some type of symmetry. And from the symmetry, we are going to classify the molecule. Just like in botany, zoology, we classify the animals and the plants. In the similar manner, we are going to classify molecules also, right? Then yesterday also we saw symmetry element, symmetry operation, right? Now, then let's elaborate this term. Suppose this is H2 molecule. Let me label it as HA and HB, right? Now let's perform some symmetric operation. Suppose if I put an axis of rotation means a line, right? And let rotate the molecule, okay, through 180 degree. Through 180 degree, what will be observed? Yes, definitely HB and HA, right? Means HB and HA have replaced their positions, right? Why this happened? Because we have put one axis of rotation and we have rotated it by 180 degree, making the same molecule H2. Right? It looks like same when we remove this labeling, right? Now, so it is a same molecule. The configuration is same, but it is not the identical molecule, right? Now, configuration is same. Equivalent configuration is there. Equivalent molecule is there, but not the identical molecule, right? Again, after rotating it once again, if we rotate to 180 degree, it will again come back to its original position, right? Why this happens? Because we have rotated it with 180 degree. Okay, fine. And now this one is same molecule as the first one, that is identical molecule, right? Identical configuration. This one is, yes, definitely it is same as that of, but we have labeled it, right? Now, therefore this will be HA will be equivalent configuration of HAHB, right? Okay, then this we can easily elaborate two terms: symmetry element and symmetry operation. Okay, what is symmetry element? What we have used to perform symmetry? To perform symmetry operation, we have used a line. Therefore, line is axis of rotation is symmetry element. Okay, what type of operation we did? We have rotated the molecule. Rotation is the operation, right? Now, therefore rotation, this rotation is symmetry operation. Got it? In this way we elaborate the term symmetry element, symmetry operation. The line which is used to operate the molecule is the symmetry element, and operation means what we have operated? We have rotated the molecule. Rotation is the operation, right? And in this way we come to know what is symmetry element, what is symmetry operation. Now we will study four different types of symmetry element. Then what are the four types of symmetric element? One is center of symmetry. Center of symmetry. Second, proper rotation axis. Proper rotation axis. Third, improper rotation axis. Improper rotation axis. And fourth, the identity. The identity. Okay. Then definitely we are going to study it now. There are four different types of symmetry. One, center of symmetry. It is also called as inversion center. Second, proper rotation axis. Third, improper rotation axis. And fourth one is the identity. Okay. Now, in this lecture, we will study number one, center of symmetry. Sorry. Center of symmetry. Let it get explained what is center of symmetry. As the name suggests, center, we are going to put some center over the molecule, right? We are going to transfer that dot over the molecule, and suppose that the paths get repeated, then that molecule is said to possess center of symmetry. Now let's explain. Suppose, let's take H2 molecule. Let's put one dot somewhere. Let's put dot somewhere on the H2 molecule. Now let's travel that dot. Means let travel go to one of the atom here. Okay, he meet hydrogen. Okay, fine. Now again that dot come back to its original position. Now let travel that dot with the same distance, same amount of distance, but in opposite direction. Then the opposite of this is this one, right? And definitely he will meet again H. Then H2 molecule is said to possess center of symmetry. So easy. Now take another example. Now take another molecule, trans-dichloroethylene. Trans-dichloroethylene. Now where should we put a dot? Where should we put center? Let it put here in the middle of the molecule. Now let's get it first travel. Suppose it travel in this direction. Oh, he meet chlorine. The dot meet chlorine. Now same amount of distance we have to again travel, but in opposite direction. Opposite means this one, right now. And in opposite direction he travels. Yes, he get chlorine. Means trans-dichloroethylene has center of symmetry. Okay, fine. Now again let's see this dot travel to hydrogen, and same amount of distance he is going to travel but in opposite direction, and he meets again hydrogen, right? That means molecule is symmetric, and the molecule said to possess center of symmetry. Molecule is symmetric, right? Now take another example. benzene. Let's put dot somewhere here on the center. Let it travel to the carbon, one of the carbon, right? But in opposite direction, if it travels, this is opposite direction, with the same distance, it meet again same carbon and hydrogen of the benzene. And hence, the benzene is the symmetrical molecule, and benzene is said to possess center of symmetry. See, if you travel in this direction here, we meet a carbon, again in opposite direction, we meet carbon here also, the same, yes. Everywhere in the molecule, it follows symmetry, it follows center of symmetry, yes. Therefore, molecule is said to possess center of symmetry. Now, let's put another tetrachloroplatinate, right? I am not going to do charge. At the center, we have put over the platinum a dot. It meets chlorine, and in the opposite direction also it meets chlorine. That means yes, platinum, tetrachloroplatinum also possess center of symmetry. Now let's study HCl. Let's put some center somewhere here. On the one direction it follows chlorine, but in the opposite direction with the same amount of distance it gives H. Means here it made chlorine, but in the opposite direction it made hydrogen. The molecule is not at all symmetrical one, and this molecule do not possess center of symmetry, do not possess. It is unsymmetrical. What will you get if suppose I change one of the chlorine by bromine? Does it follow symmetry? Does it have center of symmetry? On one side, yes, it's going to meet chlorine. But what happened to the next? On the one side it meets chlorine, but on the other side it meets bromine, not at all similar. These two are different, and this molecule do not possess center of symmetry. Right? Because due to bromine do not possess center of symmetry. When? Only when if you replace one of the chlorine by bromine or something else. But suppose the molecule is like this, platinum, one side is bromine, another side is, opposite side is bromine, one side is chlorine, another side is chlorine. Yes, here it meets chlorine, here also it meets chlorine, but here it's bromine, here it's bromine, yes. Same points we are getting, and that trans dibromo dichloroplatinate possess center of symmetry. Okay, did you get what is center of symmetry? Then can you find out the center of symmetry for BCl3, NH3? You must know the geometry, yes. BCl3, it looks like fan. Geometry of fan. B trigonal planar, BClCl. Let's put one dot. Let it travel to the chlorine, but in the opposite direction there is no chlorine. Right? Here also it remains same. On the one side it get chlorine, but on the opposite side it do not get chlorine. Therefore BCl3 do not possess center of symmetry. Got it? Now at home, you try with NH3, ammonia. you try with some another molecules like CO2. Does it possess center of symmetry? Just check it. Try with BCl3, NH3, CO2, SF6. Just try it at home. CH4. And in the comment section, you tell me which of the molecule possess center of symmetry and which do not possess center of symmetry, so that I may come to know that you have understand. Okay, fine. This much is okay for the center of symmetry. Now we will move for the axis of rotation.
Let's see revision. Types of symmetric elements are: number 1, center of symmetry. It is also called as inversion center. Second, proper rotational axis of symmetry. Third, plane of symmetry. Fourth, improper rotation axis of symmetry. And fifth, identity. Right? In the center of symmetry, we have considered center. Right? We put center over the molecule and just we traveled the center from center to another point, and with the same distance but in opposite direction, we yet once again traveled that dot, and we found that same point it met which was met before, and hence that molecule should possess a center of symmetry or inversion center. Secondly, in proper rotation axis, we are going to put a line over the molecule and we're going to rotate the molecule, and from that we will come to know the symmetry of the element, symmetry of the molecule. Third, plane of symmetry. In plane of symmetry, we are going to put a plane over the molecule, and we will find whether it's a mirror image of another part or not. And if there is a mirror image, then that molecule we will say contain plane of symmetry. In improper rotation axis of symmetry, it is also called as a rotation reflection symmetry. That is, we are going to rotate the molecule first, and then that rotated molecule we will reflect it through the mirror image. And if suppose the resulting structure form is same as that of original one, then it contain improper rotation axis of symmetry. Identity. In identity, we are going to rotate the molecule through 360 degree or doing nothing with the molecule. Generally, all molecule contains identity. Now let's see the definition of center of symmetry. The inversion center, the center of symmetry definition is: if the molecule can be brought into equivalent configuration by changing the coordinates, that is x, y, z of every atom, where the origin of coordinates lies at a point within the molecule, into minus x, minus y, minus z, then the point at which the origin lies is said to be a center of symmetry or center of inversion. It is denoted by I. Means here we are going to change the coordinates x, y, z into minus x, minus y, minus z. That is, we have changed only the sign, right? Before it was plus and then it become minus, right? Means if you see the graphical coordinates, that is coordinate, then you know that above it lies positive, below it lies negative, right now in x axis, in y axis. That is, opposite direction has been mentioned here, right? and therefore if suppose that dot meets the same point again but with negative sign, then that molecule is said to possess center of symmetry, and the dot is given by I. We have to mention I over the molecule, giving the dot over it, right? Further, if inversion center is carried out n times, then it is expressed as I raised to n, right? But by mistake we have printed here in, right? It is I raised to n. Thank you. In the next video lecture we will see axis of symmetry.